Hi, this is Faith Bernard, the holistic entrepreneur, and I'm going to give us a moment here. I'm about a minute early, so I'm going to give it just another minute or so for people that want to make this webinar live. I know several of you have contacted me and said, hey, I've got Christmas events tonight, and so I completely understand. I probably wouldn't have picked tonight, except that this is part of a homework assignment for my involvement with the video ad playbook community. And so I thought, why not? I didn't have any plans Monday night. I'm just going to go ahead and do this webinar. But I do want to wish you all happy holidays. Okay, if you just joined us again, my name is Faith Bernard, the holistic entrepreneur. And tonight we're going to talk about how you can crush it in your business using the special strategy for LinkedIn. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've been on LinkedIn for a number of years, and I really haven't optimized it. I think I had a hard time getting my mind around LinkedIn. And so I just want you to know, if you feel that way, you're not alone. But because of some incredible mentorship and some training that I've had recently, I was tapped into an incredible strategy that you can use on Facebook. However, on LinkedIn, it can take it to a whole nother level. So we're going to talk about why LinkedIn, because I think a lot of networkers don't really use LinkedIn in their marketing. So we're going to go ahead and do a screen share. I can see a little bit of delay here in my video, so I do apologize for that, but you won't notice that so much with the screen share. So we'll go ahead and, first of all, we're going to go to my Social 22 app page, which is attached to my business page. So let me go ahead and do that first. And here you are. I'm going to go ahead and go directly to that page and just sort of scroll down and show you guys that if you are on live, let me know right here. You can comment in this area. That would be really awesome and helpful. And also, if you have questions, you can type them in here, and I will take the questions at the end. Or you can come back and listen to the replay and put your questions here, and then I'll put answers in the same area. So it'll be really easy, same link, whether you're on live or recorded, put your questions in here, and then I can come back and answer your questions. So again, this is what the page looks like. Has my, Faith Bernard, holistic entrepreneur, crush your business with LinkedIn marketing. And then right down below, you can put your comments right here. If anyone's on live, go ahead and just say hi. That would be awesome. Let me know that you're here and that you're able to see me. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my page here and get off this screen share. So let me just click that. I'm going to get off of that in a minute here. And I'm assuming everyone can hear me because it looks like it's doing a good job there. Okay. Trying to get off that screen share. Okay, so next, let me go back to screen share. And now we're going to start with just a little bit of a couple slides, because I think a lot of people are wondering, why LinkedIn? And really, would you know how to work with LinkedIn, especially with this particular strategy, which I love, just absolutely love. It provides a virtual unlimited contacts for your business. Now, second of all, let's talk about why LinkedIn as far as some of the different reasons. Professional people, of course. Professionals tend to have larger networks as a general rule. Unlike Facebook, you don't have rules on how many people you can reach out to in a given day, so it allows you to get a lot more traction that way. Facebook's great, but you got to jump through some hoops, and you got to make sure that you don't reach out to too many people in a given period of time, or you could trigger a Facebook algorithm that could potentially put you in the Facebook jail. But with LinkedIn, you don't have to deal with that. So that's really great. You want to handle yourself professionally, and I really want to caution people that they handle themselves professionally and respectfully. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. Regardless of how many people you can reach out to on LinkedIn, use common sense. You know what they say about common sense is not always that common, right? But really be a professional. And the next point I wanted to make was few people are using this strategy right now on LinkedIn, which is really advantageous for those of us that start to use it. But again, I want everyone to be smart about how they go about using it, and we'll talk about that more in a moment. The LinkedIn strategy is a two-step process. First, you're going to invite someone to connect with you on LinkedIn. Second of all, when they connect, you're going to send a particular message. I'll show you what that is when we go through it on the screen share. And you're going to be utilizing groups to reach out to members. I strongly suggest you use only groups within the state that you live in. If you're in the United States, if you're in Canada, obviously the area, the province that you live in, because you really want to do this locally. It creates more trust. And quite frankly, if you're building a home-based business or a network marketing business, you're going to get a lot better traction when you can connect with people personally, both in person as well as online. So, and it does say right here, recommend working with local groups. So that is all I really wanted to show on that. So let me get off that particular screen share. I'm a little bit delayed, so I apologize for that. Let's try this again. See if we can get off. Oh, I made it go upside down. That is really interesting. Okay, I've never done that before. Anyway, now we're going to do another screen share. And now we're going to go over to, well, first of all, let me go over to my email here real quick. And I'm going to show you just a couple of messages. So the first message we're going to be sending is the connection message. This is just asking permission for people to, to invite them to connect with you on LinkedIn. So this first message is going to be right here. Obviously you're going to personalize it. I see we're both members of the Arizona Professionals Networkers group. That's the group I'm going to demonstrate here. But again, I recommend if you're in a different state that you look up groups within your state, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Way cool, or you could say something else if that's not your style. I would love to learn more about what you do and get connected on LinkedIn. So that's going to be the first message, and then we'll come back here and go to the second message. I'm going to get off that screen share. So clicking on that, it makes it go upside down. That is so wild. I've never seen that before. So it's sort of like a delay and it goes upside down. Okay, so now we're going to go to the screen share that takes us to LinkedIn. And let me go ahead and get on. Oops, you know what? I've got to change. Hold on, guys. I got to get over there myself. So let me just get on LinkedIn page. Alrighty. Now let's try to screen share. See if that works. Okay, here we go. Awesome. Okay, here we are. Okay, so obviously here I am. I could show you my profile, but I'm just going to go ahead and here's the group we're going to demonstrate this on. The way you find groups is to go to this bar right here at the top of any page on LinkedIn, similar to Facebook that way. And you're just going to type in, if you're in Washington State, you would type in Washington State groups and then sort of see what pops up. So another thing you could type in, obviously, if you're in Massachusetts, it would be Massachusetts groups. For me, it's Arizona groups. And a bunch of them come up, and I've picked the Arizona Professional Networkers. Now you have to become a member. And just so you know about the membership, the way to join a group is always on the right-hand side. And I don't want to leave the group, so I'm not clicking that. However, when you click to be a member, some groups will automatically approve you, and other groups you have to wait a day or two until the administrator approves you, because they want to cut down on spam and people, maybe potentially abusing a group. Okay, so again, just search bar, put in your state that you live in and groups, and then they'll pull up groups. And then you want to go ahead and become a member. Once you're a member, you can now start the strategy. So let's go ahead. You'll notice on the right-hand side, this particular group has 15,124 members. I'm going to go ahead and click on that now. And again, my computer's being a little slow, so it's just taking a minute here. Okay, so here are you always show up at the top of the group as a member. So these are the members of this group. Now, I have reached out to a few of these people, so I need to scroll down to the bottom. And I think just to play it safe, I'm going to go to page 8. I think I've gone through page 6 on this one, but I'm just double checking. By the way, so far, and I've only started using this strategy, but I've had one appointment. I have another woman that wants to meet with me. But once I really get going with it and consistently, like 5 days a week, reaching out to 50 to 100 people, excuse my voice, then you're going to start really gaining the traction. You got to work the numbers. It's just like anything. You got to ramp it up. And it is a 2-step process. Okay, so I went to page 8 because I wanted to be sure I had not already gone through that particular page. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on Christopher R. Green. Go ahead and click on him. And I'm going to go ahead and click connect. And it should bring up. It's, like I said, it's been a little slow. Now, here's something I want to recommend or advise you. Always pick friend. Always pick friend. Otherwise, you're going to have to jump through a bunch of hoops. You don't want to do that. We're going to take out the existing message, and I'm going to make it nice and personal and put, hi, Christopher. Okay, comma. And I like to do a couple spaces. I'm going to go back to the email that I showed you earlier, and I'm just going to copy and paste my message. Oops. Okay. Taking me a little longer than I thought. There we go. And we'll get that copied. All right, now back to my little box here on LinkedIn. See, now it says, hi, Christopher. I see we're both members of the Arizona Professionals Networkers group. It's very important that you remind them how you know them. This is the power of being a member of groups. Way cool. I would love to learn more about what you do and get connected on LinkedIn, and then my name. So now I'm going to send the invitation, and it takes a second. Now, I've experimented with ways of being efficient with this process. It's a little bit tedious, but once you get the hang of it and get into the flow, it can be really great. I just use my back button on my MacBook Pro because it's a lot faster than finding the group again and finding the page I was on. So I'm going to go ahead and click the back button one more time, and it should take me back to the original list on page 8 that I was on in this example. Let's do another one. So this is Jim. So we're going to go ahead and click on Jim. And we're going to click on connect. Now, there will be a few of these. It's going to request an email address. If it does, just skip it because you don't have that person's email address. And I think it's just another level of security that some people implement with their profile and page on LinkedIn. But most people do not require that you know their email. So you're good to go on that. So remember to click friend, put hi and the name of the person. In this case, it's Jim. I'm going to make 2 spaces because I think it looks really good if you have a couple spaces there. Same message. We're going to send that invitation. Okay, so now we're sending the invitation. Now remember, I could just go to the search bar here and pull up the group and then find the page I was on, but it really is way easier just for me to hit the back button. So you find the way that works best for you. And so it's going to, have to go several pages back here. Here's Jim's profile page. Not a bad idea to read through the page, but really, I'm not taking a lot of time like I would on Facebook. I'm personalizing it a lot more. Here, I'm just going for the numbers, and then we'll get to know them after they respond that they're open and want to connect with you. So that's sort of it's a little bit reverse of what we're doing on Facebook with this particular strategy. Okay, so we've done 2 here. Well, we'll do one more. What the heck? So here's Michael. We're going to go to Michael. Again, in case you want it, and it's real simple. We're going to click connect. And again, this has been a little slow. Always click friend. You want to remove the existing message. You want to personalize it. So, hey, hi, Michael. And then just cut and paste in this message. It says way cool, and I've sort of deliberated, is that sort of my languaging? But I've decided to leave it in because I think it's sort of fun. It lightens things up. People like fun. Most people do, maybe not everybody. So I'm going ahead and leaving that in there and sending that invitation. Waiting. I live in a small town, and sometimes the internet can be a little slow around here. Better than it used to be, though, so I shouldn't complain. Okay, it's going to go back to the page. Now, when someone has responded to me, okay, so I'm going to go back to, okay, so we could go back to the main part of this group, but we really don't need to. So I'm going to go ahead and just go back to the Hangout here so I can get off this particular, let me just take it off screen share for a moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my email real quick here, see if I can do this without being too crazy here. I'm going to copy my other message. This is the second. There's two messages. There's the connecting message, and then the second one is after they connect with you, they approve your connection, you're going to send this to people. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. You can't see what I'm doing right now, guys, but just trust me, I'm copying the second part of the message, or second message, I should say, for the second part of this strategy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my inbox real quick here. Let's see if I can do this without being too clumsy. And I'm going to put in LinkedIn into my search bar in my email program. LinkedIn. Okay, so let's see, LinkedIn invitations. So there's a bunch of them. And so I'm going to go screen share here real quick. And please be integrous and do not contact people that you see in this. I'm going to be careful because I want to be careful about people's privacy. I don't really know how to sort of blur out a person's name. So we're just going to hopefully you'll honor the fact that we want to protect people's privacy when we're doing these trainings. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Should show my, okay, so this is my inbox, and I think had some new people that just accepted. So we're going to keep this really short. I'm going to send a message. Norma has accepted my invitation, so I'm going to go ahead and send a message. And it's going to bring her up real quick. And I'm going to say right here, it's going to be very simple. Well, as soon as spinning wheel stops, thanks for connecting. So I'm just going to put that in there. And I'm going to go, hi, Norma. Now this is the second step in the strategy. I always like to space twice. And going to go ahead and put the message in. Let me read it to you so you know what it says. Thanks for adding me to your network. Great to connect with you. Hope you're having a great week. I'd love to know more about what you do and help in any way I can. I am a professional recruiter for a health and wellness company headquartered in Chandler, Arizona, which is rapidly expanding, and we are looking for sharp individuals to help with our expansion. I'm selective on whom I reach out to, and I have no idea if making an additional stream of income helping others on the side of what you do now is even of interest. However, based on your background, you seem like the type of person we are looking for. Or you may know someone sharp like yourself who may be interested. If not, no big deal. I'd love to help you in any way I can. Please let me know either way. Take care of Faith. So I'm going to go ahead and send that. So again, it's a pretty simple process. I'm going to go ahead and click off this page here real quick. Go back to my next one. And I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me just double check which screen share we're on. Okay, so here we are on my email screen share. I just realized I just explained something that you couldn't actually see, but that's okay. So let me get over here to my email again. And I'm going to pull that up. And I'm just going to go ahead and send Deb a message here. And now I'm going to change the screen share because I don't believe that when I'm doing this, this is actually going to the other. Yeah, I need to get off of this page. So give me a second, guys. And let me click on screen share again. And I think I've got it here. Okay, so this time you guys should be able to see. Okay, there she is. Okay, excellent. So here's Deb. So again, I'm just going to type in thanks for connecting. My browser does remember that. Put in hi, Deb, space twice. I just like to make it look really easy. It's the same message we did before. I'm just doing it a second time. And we're going to go click send message. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so what we're not covering on tonight's webinar is actually, once you start talking to them, once they respond to you, what do you say? I've got a woman named Nadine who has responded back to me. She wants to meet this week, and we're just nailing down the time. So let me just sort of cover, let me get off the screen share again. See if that will do it. We'll try that again. I wonder if it's going to go upside down like it did before. Okay, so what happens after they respond to you? Well, obviously, you're going to set up a phone appointment, and you'll find that Facebook, I've noticed, this is just what I've noticed so far, people are a little bit more reluctant to give their phone number out. Now, some people aren't. I've reached out to a lot of business owners, and they tend to be a little quicker to give the phone number, easier to get on the phone with them. However, with LinkedIn, it seems just customary, they've accepted you as part of their network. You sent a very professional message. Again, you're not going to stalk them. If they don't respond positively to your message, you just thank them and say, hey, if there's any way I can be of service, let me know. You want to be a professional, and you know what? Professionals they sort, they don't sell, or they don't, they're not trying to convince anyone. So we simply want to connect, see who's in a change window or is open to taking a look, and then find out what's going on in their life. So when you call them back at this time that you set to get on the phone with them, you want to find out more about what they're doing currently, more about their lives in general. It's the whole form, their family, find out more about their occupation or business, find out what's happening in their life. And then ask them, what motivated you to respond, to my request? And they'll often get them to open up a little bit more. And you'll find it's very conversational. I don't like to use scripts because they sound scripted. However, we do have some outlines that sort of give you some bullet points. However, they're not, quote, a script. You want to just be conversational. Remember to put your agenda on the side and make it about them. What motivated them to meet with you, and find out what's going on in their life, both personally and business-wise. And that's going to go a long way to opening up the connection and building trust. And then when they say they're open to taking a look, then you want to plug them into your system. We have an incredible system with the company I'm with. So it's really ABC, and it's very fun and duplicatable. But the first and foremost, most important thing is to connect with them. Find out what they want. What are their needs? Where are they at in their lives? Find out as much as you can about them without being interrogating. You just want to be conversational, allow it to flow. And I think you're going to just have an absolute blast using this. Again, a couple caveats. It's a two-step system. You want to focus on local groups so you'll have more rapport and trust, because if you're on the other side of the country, well, yeah, people may be willing to connect with you. However, it's going to be much more powerful, especially if you're building a home-based business, to focus locally and think globally. That's the way I like to think of it. You want to build locally and create lots of fires all over the world. And then again, like I said, think globally. So that is what I wanted to cover tonight. I wanted to keep this pretty short. We're already at 7:53. I'm going to go back and see if any of you have put questions in the box here. So let me get off. Let me go to the right page here that would have my page up. Oh, I see we've got, oh, look who's here. Sherry, welcome. Thanks for joining us this evening. Rod, it's great to have you. Pete, I love it. You guys are a blast. And thanks for putting your comments there. And I see Hi Faith. Hi Faith, I'm here. Oh, you've got to be kidding, Pete. You canceled Christmas to hear your show? Oh, Pete, I can't believe that. Oh, my word. I mean, this is going to be recorded. So please, guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them there. And I will go ahead and screen share on that page. Let me just make sure I'm in the right spot. Okay, I am. So let me go back to the screen share here. And just taking a moment. Let's go. Screen share. All right. So I'm going to click on that, and that should take you to the, you should be able to see yourselves. See, there you are. If you have any questions, please post them right there, and I'm going to go to that page and see if any questions pop up. I'm going to write here, any questions, anyone? Any questions? Anyone? Question mark and comment. Okay, you guys are awesome. And we do have some, really basic scripts. They're not scripts for talking scripts so much as they are questions and guidelines, along with what you saw me cut and paste the short message for making the initial invite to connect on LinkedIn. And the second one was a little bit more fleshed out in terms of what we're doing. And I will tell you, people respond very positively to that message. Now, I've had some people reach out to me. I actually was introduced to this system through Jessica Higdon. And by the way, her social media local prospecting training will be re-released in the new year, and I will be making that available through my blog and other ways that you can connect with me. I'll probably put it on my business page on Facebook for those of you that would like to get access to that program. What we're doing on LinkedIn is simply an adaptation of what Jessica teaches to do on Facebook. So I see, let's see, we got Hi Faith. Oh, this is awesome. You guys are rocking it out here. Teresa, you're welcome. Gotta like these. Gotta like everybody's statements. This is awesome. You guys are so cool. On a Monday night before Christmas, you guys are such troopers. Such troopers. Oops, I don't know what I did there. Let me click the back button and see if I can get back to it. You have to be careful about where you click on the internet, because who knows where it's going to take you. This is going to take a while to load up again. The one thing, I love this Social 22 app, but it does load a little slowly. And of course, being in a small town has its ups and its downs. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I really appreciate you all. This is really, like I said, I'm part of a video ad playbook community. I'm taking this program through Mark Harbert, just an incredible individual. And he had this homework assignment, do a webinar. And I didn't want to get a webinar program like GoToWebinar and have to learn it and be able to do the webinar all in the same full swoop. So I went to my Social 22 app, which is on my business page, and just did a regular Google Hangout. And hopefully the screen share worked well enough for all you guys. And let's see, it says, have you used the system with people you were already close to, or just people you're meeting for the first time on LinkedIn? Is there a difference in your approach? Oh God, Rod, excellent question. I'm so glad you asked that, because I would have forgot to cover it. No, I do not approach people in the same way that I know. If I know them, I'm just connecting in with, say, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. I just can't wait to catch up. Let's get hooked up. What's a good time for you? Just real cash, just like you would with your friends on Facebook or any other medium, or whether you're at a networking function, if you know someone there, you're just gonna, just like any friend. But if you're cold market, meaning people you don't know yet, or casually, or you only seen their name a few times, if you don't have like that real relationship with them, you can use a system. If you've got a connection with them, just talk to them like a real person. Actually going to talk to everyone like they're a real person, but you're just going to use this approach for people that you don't know really, or maybe just know really casually. So that's it. Hopefully that answers that question, Rod. That was an excellent question. And again, you guys, you want to do all the different ways to reach out. Warm market always first. As you know, you've got the trust and the relationships there. Always ask for referrals. However, there's a lot of people, maybe they've been involved with a few different network marketing companies. Maybe they've approached a lot of people in their warm market, and maybe they're not getting that receptivity yet. And there could be some areas that they could improve upon to increase that. However, sometimes it's just nice to have another way to reach out. And the neat thing with this is it's sort of like brushing your teeth. You can just do it every day. Just say, I'm going to do 50 a day, or whatever your number is. And just do that consistently 5 days a week. Just keeps people in your prosperity pipeline. That's the way I like to look at it. Prosperity pipeline. We're just adding beautiful human beings to our prosperity pipeline, and knowing that when the timing's right for them, they'll pop out the other end, and you'll make a lot of new friends, a lot of connections. Some of them may be great referrals to you if they don't join Isagenix themselves. But what I love about this particular approach is that you are leading with the opportunity. Thank you, Craig, by the way, for the great info, Faye. Thank you very much for that. Because I find that, we know the business we're in, and I'm not saying the name of it because some of you are not involved with our business and some of you are, but we are a visible, emotional, and rapid results product-oriented company, which makes things really easy for us on the product side of the equation. However, there is such power in reaching out to people that are looking for an opportunity, or if they knew it was the right opportunity, they would really take hold of it. And then you're linking arms with those business partners. Now, obviously, your product consumers, whatever company you happen to be with. Okay, so manually refresh my page. Okay, Rod, I'll do that. We'll see how long this takes. It could be a while since I've got a slow connection here. But I was just going to say that, yes, product users do become business builders on occasion. Sometimes, some of the strongest business people are people that are just completely sold on the product first. However, if you can be filling your pipeline with people that are looking for something, maybe they don't know what it is yet. And I just refreshed this page and it's taking a while to load up. And let me just scroll here, see if I can get this to scroll down. And it just, like I said, this app's a little slow, my internet connection. It says you'll need to manually refresh your comments to see the questions in real time. Rod, you're such a professional. I just love you. Congratulations on all your success. At any rate, what I was saying about just be sure that you always reach out on the opportunity side. You can always back up to the product side. If they're not interested in the opportunity, then now you have a second option. But there are going to be people that come in for the product only, and then maybe some of those people later on become your strongest business builders. But this is another way to keep people in your prosperity pipeline. It's fun, it's easy, anyone can do it. It's non-technical for the most part. You just got to learn how to click on a few buttons. It's free. You got to love that. Like I said before, why LinkedIn? You've got professional people potentially with large networks. I'm having fun with this. It's really the first time I've really been able to do something with LinkedIn that was meaningful as far as in relationship to my business. Hope you found value from this. I'm wanting to keep this on a little bit on the shorter side. The replay will be up instantly. So I'm going to go back to the Google Hangout now. And I'm going to actually, let's see here, get off screen share. And I just want to commend you guys for being on tonight, because it is a holiday week. And see, don't you like my upside down part? Isn't that cool? We got to have fun, right? Anyway, I'm so excited. Thank you guys for being on tonight. You guys are just awesome. And it just shows me the commitment that you have, that, you know, and I can do a whole thing on vision and why vision is so important, but we'll do that for another webinar. Okay. We'll talk about some mindset and why vision is such an incredible piece of your life and your business. Appreciate each and every one of you. And I know I've got a bunch of people who are going to be picking up on the replay of this. It's going to be exact same link for the replay as the live. So it makes it really simple. Thanks, everyone. And if you, one last thing, couple things. I do coaching. And obviously, if you're on my team, you know, that's a whole separate thing. Of course, we just naturally coach. But if someone is not in our organization that wants some coaching and working with the system, just reach out to me on Facebook under the Faith Bernard Holistic Entrepreneur. And also, you may have seen on the page, some of you have already signed up for the free ebook, but if you haven't, get the 6 work from home secrets that you 100% need to know. That's a mouthful for the success that you deserve. And with that, I look forward to connecting again on the next webinar or video. Thanks, everyone.